Hey guys, Gameboy3800 here, once again back playing some more BeamNG.Drive with a super quick tutorial video. And some people were asking this before, but now it is more relevant than ever. With independent rear steering being the new default, some people are wondering how you can turn the back tires, because they are not able to with the controller. I'll show you how to do that really quickly. You're going to want to bring out the top right menu. Little arrow menu. This shows you what keys are binded to the rear steering, and you can test this by hitting the G and H key. And you can see here rear steering is working perfectly as intended. But if you want to put this onto a controller, here's what you need to do. You gotta go to your settings and controls. And then you'll see there's two vehicle options. There's vehicle specific, and then there's vehicle overall. Now you'd think you'd want to bind to a vehicle specific, but no, all that vehicle specific does is tell you which keys are activated. So we need to go down to where G and H are seen on the main vehicle tab. And you can see once we scroll down a little bit, there's a G function and an H function. And you can see as we hit them, it turns the rear steering. Now if you want to add this to a controller, all you got to do is click Create New Binding. Now you can see it is looking for a input to be detected as that new binding. So I like to have my rear steering on my bumpers, but you can choose to have it on X and B if you're used to playing from rigs or rods. And just tap the button, and you can see it adds the bind, and hit apply. So now you can see with my controller overlay, and once we get out of this menu, left bumper now turns the back tires left. But now we got to do the right, so I'll do that same thing and repeat the process. You can, of course, do these both at once. You don't have to do it one and then the other. Let's go to the H function, and I'm going to do the right bumper now. And go ahead, click apply. So now, when I do right bumper, rear steering goes right, and left bumper goes left. And now we have full freedom to drive the truck with as much control as we like, or don't like. You know, you can go out of control sometimes. But yeah, with this you can learn to drive and land super hard, awkward landings like that. You can see we landed very flat and even. And we get the tight turning. We get the truck to behave a lot more accurately. Now, if you are used to how it was before with the linked steering where all the tires would turn at once, what you're going to need to do then is go into the parts menu. The hotkey for it is Control W. You can get to it by doing the sidebar and the vehicle config. Do this and get to the chassis, and then you want to go to the rear suspension. And then you want to find the rear axle. And then beneath the rear axle tab, we have the steering option. We can go to linked rear steering and have this be how it was before, where when you steer the front tires, it also steers the rear tires. So that means you don't need to hit a separate button to turn the back tires. You would use the regular joystick or arrow keys, and it will turn all the tires at once. Of course, I do recommend learning to drive with the new independent rear steering setting as default, so that you won't have to do that every time you spawn up a new truck. And it also gives you a lot more controllability, what you can do with your truck. But if that's how you got into driving CRD, it might take some time. So that's how you get back to driving how it used to. I hope this video helped you all out. And don't forget, CRD 1.17 is currently out now on the BeamMonsters.com website. Go get it now. Thanks, Game Boy. I will see you all in the future.